Hey everybody, Invisible Katana here. Welcome to the stream, or the video if you're watching this after the fact. First off, if you are watching this after the fact, I have to say right off the top here, just go down to like my first pinned comment, because I'm going to be talking to everyone who's a giant nerd like me, like anyone who recognizes instantly what this shirt is from. Those are the people I'm talking to right now. So if you were just like, I just want to see the game, I haven't waited 13 years for this game, just check the comment and you can just skip right to the gameplay. But for like a couple of minutes, I just want to talk to the other people who are just like, holy crap, we got it. Because holy crap, we got Alan Wake. As you can see, I got a control hat, I got the Alan Wake shirt, I got the collector's edition, which I bought off of eBay. I got this, which I just recently bought off of eBay actually. So this is the survival, what is this? The official survival bundle. I actually got it for that price, which is insane. Got off eBay, it was really good. It's just like the little nick at the top, like, ugh. It got me, but other than that, it's absolutely perfection. Comes with the strategy guide and the art book, and also hidden off in the dark place, because I know you guys can't see it right now, like it was never even there, the Control vinyl album. Invisible once again. So before we kick things off, I just want to say I'm super excited to be here. Obviously had to go with like the old school Resident Evil 1 music, because we're going into officially survival horror with this one, so I'm very excited for that. But man, it's been 13 years since Alan Wake. It is one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. I did do a stream when I replayed the game, which was actually before the remaster came out, so I still haven't played the remaster, but I really want to do that, oddly enough, because I really want to see what happens in the second DLC, because the collectibles in that, when it originally came out, it was an Xbox exclusive game. The collectibles were literally the Xbox sound effect. So I'm super curious. I haven't had it spoiled for me, but I'm like, I really want to play the remaster because I want to see what they changed, because they had to take those out, I would assume. So looking forward to that for sure. But man, Alan Wake 2 is here. I love Remedy's my favorite developer. Love Alan Wake. Love Max Payne when that came out. So going from Max Payne to Alan Wake, which was really cool, because on Xbox you could buy Max Payne 1 and 2, and I just so happened to do it right before I ended up having Alan Wake, and it was like, man, like all the connections and references. I think they literally use the same door sound effect. I'm convinced they still use the same shotgun sound effect back from Max Payne, because I realized it one day playing Control. I was like, I think this is the exact same shotgun sound effect. It's like updated slightly, but I'm like, I think that's the same sound effect with like some added reverb and stuff from Max Payne 1 and 2. Could be wrong about that, but I was like, it just hit. And this was like after I beat the game, and I was just like, hold on a second. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't sure if that was going to reset, but you know what? We're going to switch from the original to the remake. I don't know why, slight differences, but man, that was actually super duper low. I never realized how low that one was, but I'm very excited. And I want to kick things off with this, because there's something worth reading right off the top here, because there's actually a foreword in the Alan Wake Illuminated. So I'm sure we'll be seeing this image soon. I'm very excited for that. But let's get to this. So this is a foreword by Sam Lake. Look at that right there. There he is. Foreword by Sam Lake. Making video games more than anything is teamwork. As a writer, you cannot help but imagine and visualize the scenes you are writing in your mind. It's what writers do. Working as a part of the team means that based on the writing and on countless brainstorming sessions, you get to see many of those imagined ideas materialize before your eyes, and they are never exactly like you pictured them in your head. The wonderful thing about working with a team of brilliant and talented professionals is that without exception, they are surprising, clever, and beautiful in ways you could have never imagined. Seeing these concepts come to life is always further fuel for imagination, a source of inspiration and new ideas, and a wonderful way to work, an ongoing dialogue between the story and game design. In Alan Wake, a writer's manuscript pages seem to turn real through sinister supernatural forces. In other words, magic. Here at Remedy, the concept and vision of Alan Wake has become real through years of research, prototyping, and hard, dedicated work. It's a labor of love, and that is the most magical thing of all. This book is a nice opportunity to give you a glimpse into some of the work that went on behind closed curtains during the past 5 years. Obviously, this is Alan Wake 1. After the success of the Max Payne games, in some ways, Alan Wake has been the notorious second album or second novel for us. That is to say, it was not the easiest or straightest journey. Based on what I know, we've heard. I'm sure anyone listening to this, you know how that went. Building this roller coaster ride was a roller coaster ride of its own. A lot of life, both good and bad, can fit into 5 years. But all that has made the end result all the more precious for us. We have put all of our energy and passion into creating the most compelling and innovative title we could possibly pull off. I'm proud of Alan Wake, and I'm excited and a little bit nervous to finally share our creation with you. Here at the end, with the game gone gold, I feel it was well worth it. I'm happy to have made this journey. Naturally, I can only speak for myself and for the Remedy team. You have to make up your own mind after playing the game. Enjoy. Sam Lake, April 16th, 2010, Espoo Finland. That being said, Alan Wake. It's been on my mind ever since I first played it. It is my pinned tweet and has been probably for like the last 4 years that just says, play Alan Wake. Oddly enough, it was like 2 months before they announced the remaster. It just happened to be good timing. It was on my mind forever. And I was like, I've never made a pinned tweet. I'll just make it play Alan Wake. And I'm leaving it that way like forever. It's just going to be play Alan Wake. I've said it 100 million times on my channel, super randomly. I could be talking about anything and I'd be like, you know what? Play Alan Wake. Because it's Alan Wake. It's just that kind of experience for me as far as video games have gone. And so now here we are, 13 years later. Obviously, we've had Control. Absolutely amazing. Excited for Control 2. Excited for whatever reference they throw in here. That is 100%. Like, if Jesse shows up, it's going to be crazy. But I'm excited for all things Alan Wake 2. So here we are, officially at the beginning of Alan Wake 2. And it feels weird. That is not what that was supposed to do. Here we go. Alan Wake 2. I forgot I was messing around with my settings. I forgot I did that. But man, I am excited. Also, I didn't think about this. Maybe I should have seen what would happen first. But I downloaded the game unless there was another update, which it would have said like 45 minutes ago because I was doing all my prep and setting everything up. But holy crap. Here we go. Alan Wake 2. We're just going to do all of this down to the bottom. One of these days, somebody real bad, maybe EA, who's to say, they're gonna get us. Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody, right? I think. Just need to bring this. Yeah, that seems fine to do. Sure. English. Now, I feel like I should do performance mode. Oh, what the hell? It changes the actual like text. Well, that's fascinating. We're going to do performance because I assume it'll be upscaled, which I never really checked. I never even thought to check that, if I'm being completely honest. Let's do some research real fast. Let's see. I would imagine Alan Wake upscaled is going to be Alan Wake performance mode, I should say, is going to be upscaled. But who knows? I love that this is like dead silent. I know, ooh. I really love this. I'm loving it already. It's only performance, yeah. Okay, that's pretty much what I figured it was gonna be. It was like it's gonna be the usual thing. 30 FPS. It's built from the ground up as a 30 FPS experience. Interesting. Well, I normally turn this off. For Alan Wake, I feel like it's the one time where I'm like, you know what? Let's leave the film grain on. I like turning off film grain, and I think that actually ended up happening mostly due to, oddly enough, photo modes, which there's going to be a lot of photo mode. 100%, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of photo mode, which, considering Remedy, I think they're okay with that. I don't even want to read the tips.
Back to the beginning.
Let's do it.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
That's a funny way to start it off. Although everything I've heard is 5 out of 5, absolutely amazing, one of the greatest gaming experiences of the year. So I'm gonna like just story, oh man, I'll shut up.
And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted.
Okay.
Will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
I said okay because the water rippling. I was like, oh, we're sideways. This junk is loud. And that piano is peaking. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna turn that down. That's loud in my ears, and I know I'm loud. I'm very excited for this. I'm 13 years. I mean, we got a little hit. Like they gave us a little bit of a hit. Are we actually playing as someone else first? That's very interesting. I mean, technically, we do play as Saga throughout the game, but like to be playing yet another person is crazy. I wonder if he's got footprints. Footprints? No footprints. That's okay. I might. Oh. Hold on. I think I'm gonna turn off the motion blur actually. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. This is tough because I don't know what I want to do. I can't. Oh yeah, I can't. Holy crap. I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled by 60 frames. Oh, I'm a bougie little a-hole now. Because I can't do it. Just turning the camera, I was like, I can't do it. God, what an a-hole. The PS5 has made me a real douche. I mean, obviously it still looks absolutely amazing anyway. It's not like you're at the peak or whatever, but man. Also, I know who this is, which is only because of like it was probably like a tweet or something like that I saw. If I can sprint, oh, I can zoom in. Oh, actually, I think it'll be here somewhere. Huh. Oh, nudity sensor. Okay. I'm surprised because when you turn the camera, you don't see anything. So that's very fascinating. What I'm looking for, of course, is photo mode, which I do not see. Is photo mode added later? I mean, I'll play through it twice. So it's not like that's gonna be a concern, but I hope photo mode is actually in here. I'm gonna look this up while we're walking because I need to know immediately. Alan Wake has photo mode or not. Jesus. Booty. Okay. That definitely got me considering I was looking to see something else. Dang. I'm gonna have to play through it twice. It's unfortunate. Well, I can't say it's unfortunate, but we're gonna have to play through it twice. Alan Wake 2 gets photo mode and New Game Plus sometime after launch. It sucks that photo mode is not already here. Granted, I mean, I'm not gonna take a picture of this guy, but granted, I mean, if I go without the HUD, which I could pull off. I actually played, honestly, most of Control, I played without the HUD. You can actually watch some of my old, Oh, fascinating. That's where it saves? That's my first save? Well, he came out of the lake, so I've definitely been here. I'm like, have I been here before? I've definitely been here. Like, he just came out of the lake. So, unfortunately, no photo mode right off the top. But it doesn't take away from the experience I'm about to have. Heck, I always wish Alan Wake 1 had a photo mode. Especially considering the remaster, it would have been cool if they added a photo mode to that. I mean, I should probably go that way, but also you can't get there. So we'll go. Why did? Oh, well, they can't walk in front of the light. Maybe they can. Like, oh, hold up. Holy crap. Oh, they have guns. Okay. Oh. Okay, it was automatic. Also, I forgot I should have. Wait on. There it is. I'm like, what? I love how the volume is at 100. Dialogue volume is already at 100, but it's that I don't know why. I just find that funny. So we'll do this and do that just in case. That seems a little bit like it's still like getting up there, but it's a little bit better, just so it's not like blaring. Damn. I wasn't expecting him to die. So I'm actually glad that I knew who that was, because I probably would have forgotten, because it's been so long since I played, the first game. The random character that I just don't really remember. Like even when I played Control, the DLC, the doctor from the first game, I didn't remember that was him, because I just hadn't remembered his name. It had been who knows how long since I played the game. I didn't replay Alan Wake until after I beat Control. So when I played Control, I was like, oh, that was the dude who was the crazy monster in the basically the Alan Wake expansion, the AWE expansion. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that because I hadn't played the game at that point. I hadn't played it since probably 2011 at the latest. Oh, I love that. Yes. Where's Barry?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom.
Shawn Ashmore got him back.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
I'm curious who. Well, I think they said who Janina Gavankar was.
What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
Night Springs.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom.
Oh, man.
And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
It's gonna be weird. Like, as soon as he opens his mouth, it's gonna be weird.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
That's so crazy. I like the symmetry, which now I understand why they did that. I saw Sam Lake's tweet when he was with the artist from Poe.
Just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Man, this is crazy. I wish I wasn't having random streaming issues on Kick right now again.
Here we are.
Everybody there is missing out.
Cauldron Lake.
But it's all recorded, so it's good.
Time to get to work.
Man.
A deputy was supposed to be
FBI.
at the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
I hope they keep this. I love that when they had it in Control. I thought that was so cool. Get to the crime scene, find them.
Horizon. Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
The map displays key locations in the area. Cauldron Lake. Witch's Hut, Witch's Ladle. At the parking lot, rental cabins, Boney Lake Path, General Store, Crowsfoot Hills, Cauldron Lake Shore, Streamside, Witchfinder Station, Cauldron Lake Campgrounds, your home in the Pines. Okay. Oh, it's goals. Oh, okay. It did tell me that already.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Well, that's the way the news goes. Okay, we got that. Okay. Oh man, you know, like so I say if I could get a nice shot of them both. But she turns with the camera, and so it's going to be a little tough. And I think he's going to start moving again. Yeah.
Hey,
Like
over here.
FBI. What is this?
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the
Hey.
case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Oh, okay.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot.
The face.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit!
I didn't know there were options. Let's see what happened to the people.
Were there any witnesses?
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city.
Hold on a second. I know this seems dumb, but I think because the text was larger, that's like the moving forward text. And if you do the small text first, you'll get
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us
you'll
to the
get
crime scene.
you'll get more dialogue basically.
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Yep.
Eaten by a bear?
Wait, hold up. I just took on my.
I think I hear someone.
How'd I do that?
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
How did I do that?
Quit your belly aching, Thornton.
What did I just do to take that out?
That's just how the cookie crumbles.
I mean, she still didn't equip it. But I will do this though. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Longest charm increases maximum health. That's nice. I do okay. Bracelet made by Logan for her mother. Has hooks to attach charms to. And the flashlight, of course. Standard issue FBI flashlight. I don't know what in the world I did, but somehow I got my flashlight out. Like none of the buttons are doing anything. Like she doesn't even pull her gun out even though I loaded it. I don't think I was supposed to be able to get my flashlight.
Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Yeah, so
Fuck
like there's only
Axel.
one
I'll
option
do
there.
it
It's
in
just
this case.
big text.
Seems
So
you
that's
already know
interesting.
my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Oh,
I'm Deputy
boop.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
So, if I'm not mistaken, it is like in real time as far as the time span between
Before
Alan
we
Wake
get to
1
the
and
crime
2.
scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Cool. I also avoided like as much as I possibly
My
could about this
version
game.
of
I
the
knew
analysis
that
technique.
this was a
Sift through
thing,
clues and work the case.
which I'm excited to
Building
play
my
around
case
with.
again for each case, using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Zoop. Victims. You're now free to navigate the case board. Okay. Let's investigate. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. So, what I was about to say was, I'm pretty sure everything is in real time. So, like this says 2010, I'm pretty sure currently in the game it is, well, maybe 2022 potentially. 2022, 2023. Because I know, I think in Control, they may have said they may have said it was like 3 years from now, which would have been 2022. So maybe they initially planned to have the game actually come out in 22, and well, I mean, Control came out in 2019, and then 2020 happened, and so hey, things changed a little bit. So it pushed it back a year. But I think maybe the initial plan was to have it come out in 2022, because they specifically said like, oh, it's something in Cauldron Lake. Or, well, they didn't say Cauldron Lake, but they said in Bright Falls, but it's dated like, 3 years from now or something like that. So I think the initial plan was 2022. So I do believe we are in pseudo real time at the moment. The murder method. A slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Let's see. So we got Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed. Strange tattoos. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. Killer profile, post-mortem tattooing of the body. The murder targets have no discernible common traits, and chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. No cases. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Very interesting. So, something that I wanted to mention was them talking about like, oh, the general store and all these other things. If I'm not mistaken, for a second I'm like, is that a Slim Jim? I mean, she's got a, eat an apple there, which is cool. Got a nice old TV, cozy little spot. Because like this whole place is going to be filled up at some point. Pictures of the kid. pictures of Sam Lake, Alex Casey. Ooh, what's this?
See you're
Oh, okay.
already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Well, I
Let's
didn't
head
see that
down the hill
coming.
to the crime scene.
Please my place does not pause the game.
Fucking nature.
So we're just here. Oh, that's really interesting. Huh. Oh, that's super interesting. So, I'm curious when that'll come up where I'm in a threatening situation and I have to actually worry about what's going to happen there. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, if we had photo mode, I would 100% be doing this right now. Dang, she turned too fast. Hold on, I almost got her. Switch it on her. Nope. If I look forward, I can get. Nope, didn't work. Ah, I got the gun
Hey,
in there.
Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
That's Max Payne. That's crazy. When I watched the reaction, I completely forgot about Alex Casey. It was, it's one of those things that, after a certain amount of time, you just forget. And so I thought they just flat out put Max Payne in it because I forgot Alex Casey was that character. And I was losing my mind.
Stairs are
But
out. You okay to jump down?
it's Max Payne.
Not that old.
Like what we're seeing is Max Payne. He's not waxing poetic right now, but it's Max Payne. Mirror Peak. Mirror Peak. Oh, let's go. Actually, it's the text. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Very fitting. Especially considering the opening that we got. But this is Max Payne. And we got both halves because we have the character of Max Payne just walking right here with us. And then when we get to Alan's portion of the game, we're going to be in the dark place, which based on everything I've seen is basically modeled after New York, which I think they've flat out said that it's like, hey, it's going to be modeled after New York City. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. And once again, photo mode. I wish we had it from the beginning because I was definitely looking forward to
Not a bad place to get murdered.
getting some shots.
Nature is your thing.
All this stuff overgrown.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
That's crazy. Wow, like an actual phone book. What? Oh, okay. That had me super confused. I'm like, what's happening? There's just text showing up out of nowhere. The phone booth and the general store. General store, Cauldron Lake.
Hey!
This looks
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
good.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's
Dang.
behind the store.
I don't know if I got
Come on,
that without
I'll show you.
text. I'm like, holy crap. For now, this is what we got to do. But look at it. It looked good. Like the raindrops you can see. If you look at like the top, you can see that it's like messing with the camera. There's like raindrops actually on the camera. I like when games do that. Now I'm trying to remember, because once again, it's been 10 effing years. Well, I guess it hasn't been 10 years because I did replay the game, but I don't remember. I don't think any of this stuff was here in the original game. I feel like within the span of the 10 years between Alan Wake 1 and 2, they built up some of this stuff, but at the same time, I would also have to look up like a map of the original game.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Oh, it's just circle. Okay. That definitely wasn't working. I wasn't supposed to be able to do that. What? I guess that'll be on the board because I'm like, do what now? It's interesting because I know we come back here later. That gets knocked down, which is funny that that's even there. Oh, that spins. Did that just spin? Oh, that's cool. Physics. Monday, September 3rd. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, September 4th. Nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, September 5th. Hunters out after dark. Poachers, heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. I would assume that's Thornton that did that. But it's so interesting, like, this place is just abandoned. And it's just a bunch of washing machines. I mean, it's a general store. And it's just emptied out. Deerfest. Deerfest. I love it. My camera, oh, how long has my stupid camera been frozen? Amazing. Amazing. Let me see. Doot. I gotta fix this. You know what? Oh, now the whole thing's being weird. Oh, OBS is straight up not even responding right now. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. So I'll be right back. Because, oh, wait, hold on. At the very least, it did that. I think I'm about to do the classic. Oh, wait. Hold. There we go. That's great for the recording because I have no idea how long that went for. So, frozen. How about that? Good times. Good times. This is why I hate being on my rig, because I have to do that for my console stuff. Well, so I can see it as beautiful as I possibly can see it, and then it leads to just weird stuff like, oh, it just froze. No real reason. It just froze. It's plugged in. Everything's fine. It just freezes. So apologies for however long that's been like that. Okay. So I know we come back here. This was the spot. This is like the very first bit of gameplay we ever got was this location at nighttime. So we'll be back there. Just to get some random shots. So fascinating. I know there's a lot of stuff like that. That always interests me when I see that in games where it's just a spot that's been simply abandoned. I've seen a lot of houses like that because, admittedly, being from Detroit, you see houses like that. It's just, there goes a house. It's just abandoned now. That's just the way it goes.
And we didn't touch nothing.
No tarp.
Procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Penis.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm like low to the ground. Allows Sokka to see activity clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed on the board. Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Another body has been found on the witness perfect time. We need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt to a new question. Objectives are viewable at the case board and your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Consistent with previous murders, you are now free to examine the case board or leave to complete this objective. I mean, there's not much here. And then if we do this, the Cauldron Lake murders. So that just is what it is. So I guess we can come back to look at some of this stuff and maybe, I mean, who knows? There could be any sort of random thing that we come back to. That'll be really interesting if you actually utilize this in such an intense way where it's like, oh, this image, like that I'm sure is from 2010. So I doubt it's going to be like this image is going to be used for something, but it would be interesting. You come back to something else, the bruises and, that sort of thing. But that seems to be consistent at this point where it's just, oops, there we go. The bloating and stuff, it's just a natural consistency. So that is very interesting. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
These are... Wait, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay, and they all have like specific places. So I'm like, how does this work? It's gonna take me a little getting used to that, but I'm sure that'll come in time. Where do you go? Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. That was weird. Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders, but this time
this definitely feels like Control.
More clear to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Murders. The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing triangle. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. You're now free to examine the case board or leave and collect new clues. Okay, heart was removed, but then left on the table near the body. Was this murder interrupted? Consistent with previous killings. Prison was alive from the strain. Who are the killers and who is the victim?
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Okay, they really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work? All right, so I actually have to do it myself and be like, hey, this is where this would go. This is where this would go. So I like actually have to not be stupid.
Did they plan
A real
to
challenge.
happen here?
A real challenge. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Unless I'm crazy, those are the same beers from the original game. They just made them beer bottles instead of
Someone was drinking beer.
beer
They spent
cans
time here, waiting.
on the tripod.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Man, this is so interesting. Just thinking of this already, I'm like, what the F am I going to be doing? Where it's like, hey, this doesn't pause. Like what crazy situation am I going to be in? Where it's like, you better solve this real fast now. Multiple footprints. Okay, here we go. I have to put it on like basically the tag card.
Indicating multiple killers.
Interesting.
Quite the party.
And then this is for later, which is actually kind of cool. Like they pretty much tell you like, hey, you do have to do some work, but we'll tell you if it's not right now, then it's over there. So don't even worry about that. Which is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13
Okay,
years ago.
real time.
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Agent Nightingale.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as by examining your surroundings. All right, so we have a clue for our victim. Oh, wait, no, I have to do this. Yep. Thornton, victim is... Oh,
His name
that's
was
cool.
Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town
FBI.
about 13 years ago.
My surface
I haven't
now.
heard a word
Where's he
about
been?
him since. Well, until now.
That's very interesting. So he was just taken by the darkness and straight up just... He was trapped in the dark
So
place
you knew our victim.
Well,
for
I didn't
13
recognize
years.
him in his current state. But
Penis
I
and all.
ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
He's doing the face. Well, both of these continue, but I want to do
So
this
what
one.
happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same
Man, the graphics like
other
just
victims.
on her hair and
Certainly fits
stuff.
the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
I didn't mean to have it just pointed
Something
right at
this
his
wants to forget.
penis. Whoopsie. Casey, Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Is he in the Max Payne outfit right there?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
It's so weird that you have to do this.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready.
Then when they got
They
busted,
were
they took
waiting for
off.
him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Victim came from...
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the head of suspects and victims. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Excuse me. Let's go with the missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did
Oh,
he
this
end
is
up
cool.
here?
Oh, they're doing the control thing.
It's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim.
Interesting. Interesting.
Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Interesting. So, all things considered, you know, the whole world of all things within the Remedyverse as of now, I just assumed it was like, yeah, she's really good. And now it's like, oh.
This mug always cheers me up.
It's just fascinating. And it seems like there may be something a little extra. Just a little bit. A little demonic helper over her shoulder. I could feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where has he been?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
That's very interesting. I just assumed it was like, you know, a good visual thing, but now it's like, no, this is supernatural. She's got it. She's supernatural.
From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty...
Man, it's a big tree.
To me.
And I know these are all big trees, but this is like the first tree that's like, holy crap.
That part out yet.
All the other trees just feel like big trees.
Questions.
Lots of answers.
That's
for
a
us to
big
find.
effing tree.
I didn't know trees got
Oh, see?
that big.
I'm not crazy.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart.
Fascinating.
A strange echo of Al murder.
Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her drop ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers, but she was not a witch before as she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. She... Oddly enough, she looks a little bit younger in this picture, but I would imagine that that's the lady from the first game that gave Ellen the key to the cabin in the original game. Because she was dressed in all black. I think she had like a veil on in the original game. But I think that was her. Big effing tree. Footprints. A manuscript page.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Are we not gonna pick up the piece of paper? Oh, okay. It's a cutscene because I'm like, I know we collected footprints, but
A page full of text on one side.
piece of paper.
Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a
Yes.
message.
It's for us.
Oh man.
The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick.
Reading the words.
Oh!
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone is
Simpatico.
playing a game with them.
I'll be right back.
Indication. How could they not accept,
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Profile. Nope, wrong one. And I also did that wrong. Ooh, let's check this out.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
So I don't know why I even went to that. It's like, it's all right here. The only thing that maybe would have been hard to read was the 2019. That's about it. And then Stacy Marrow. A Mile High Strangler. Interesting. So cool. Let's see. And there was this page, the first page they had found, not the last. I love these are the other manuscript pages, you know, as far as like the original game, which I just realized that my stuff once again cut out. Amazing that it did it as I went away. But I like that these manuscript pages are, you know, like in the original game they were all like perfected and it was just, you know, boom, the book is done. I like that this has stuff scratched out and it was like, no, you know, like these are, you know, edited notes and stuff like that and changed in dialogue. Once again, I'm trying to get to just my camera settings and it's not responding, which is so crazy. Like the whole thing is just freezing up on me. Like it was not doing this before. I played through like all of Spider-Man. I had this problem literally one time, like my camera froze. And other than that, I have not had this problem. And I definitely didn't have it do the whole thing where it's not responding. So that's crazy. And I'm scared to, you know, you do the classic thing where like it's just got the little wheel spinning and it's like, oh, it's not responding. And it's like, well, the last thing I want to do is just click something, because then I'm really screwed and it might shut the whole thing off. And that's not what I want. How convenient that it froze after I got up. It just freezes on like just nothingness, just an empty chair. That's very fascinating. Wow, this is being real dumb. Wow, this sucks. All right. For everyone watching the recording, well, once it comes out of this thing, I'm just going to pause my recording because I need to figure this junk out. If you end up watching the stream of this, though, you're stuck with me. Or you can skip ahead, I guess. But we're in the spinning wheel of death. So I'll go ahead and at least do something, because even I want to see what the F happens next. But the super creepy demon over her shoulder. The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Amazing. Alright, I think I'm about to do the classic. I'm about to unplug this bad boy. Also, the creepy noises when you do the profiling stuff, that just makes it even more serious that it's definitely some weird demon thing going on. But I want to go ahead and do the classic unplug it and plug it back in. So I'll be right back if you're watching the recording. You're stuck with me on the stream, so here's some random music. There we go. So currently the thing is still being really stupid. Like, I genuinely don't understand what in the world is going on with this, where it just will not do what it's supposed to do. Very unfortunate. Oh, we might have something. It's at least, it's at the very least letting me activate / deactivate this thing. Although, I cannot seem to get the regular OBS thing to pop back up for me now. Ain't that something? Let's see. Yeah, for some reason it's saying my CPU is at 100%. I saw it for like half a second. I saw my camera pop up. How in the world? Okay. I don't know what in the world is going on, where somehow my CPU is at up to 100%. That doesn't even make any sense. Well, there's nothing happening to where this thing should be at 100% CPU usage. That makes no sense whatsoever. This junk is being crazy right now. And somehow voice mod, which is what I use for like as a part of like my sound effects, like if it'll even switch. Oh, it doesn't even switch. Fantastic. So everything's effed up right now. But it's where, you know, like the voices and all that crap, which I rarely use anyway. Somehow it's at 63%. The voice mod plugin. How? How? What if OBS says CPU is 10.6%? I would imagine that that's how much OBS is using and not the full extent of, you know, everything as a whole. But holy crap. It's just one of those random things where it's like, why? How? 100%. That doesn't make any sense. And also, voice mod. What the F? Granted, it's the first time that's ever happened where I've ever had an issue where somehow voice mod was like the biggest thing in the world. But I'm going to do something. I'm going to end this. And then I might have to redo some stuff really quick as it pertains to actually resetting my audio for my microphone. So we'll see what happens, because this might cut out. And then we're definitely going to go to a be right back screen. Nope. No, I'm still here. Don't know what happened there. Let's see if this works. That still works. That still works. I mean, granted, that's a stream deck, and that's not necessarily. There it is. So obviously, you guys were hearing the speaker voice. It went on a delay, which is not a voice mod issue. That was a stream deck issue. Everything's being great today. So for now, audio's working, camera's working. We'll say that's good. We'll say theoretically we're good. I'll unpause it. And I guess we'll be okay. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Actually, let's go back in there. Dang. Oh, the piece of Resident Evil music is so peaceful. It just plays and I just forget it's half in there. Footprints emerging from under the rock. I really need just like the ultimate just setup. Like I just need a really good rig. Heck, I need the effing laptop with Thunderbolt. That's what I need.
Tracks make no sense.
Everything was good until my last laptop messed up. because then I couldn't use my enclosure, which is what I use for my where in the world would this go? Does this go in? Oh, I don't know how I missed that. Another thing popped up there.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Big old tree. So far, I'm definitely enjoying this.
Make sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it.
Oh.
The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what?
I was curious how far I could go.
Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter. Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Oh wow, that was super delayed.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Am I correct? Is this not the way to go? Oh, it's not the way to go. Okay, well now we're up here, so we're gonna explore the witch's hut.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Hey. Oh, dang. Hardcore. Oh, I love the sound design. See, this would be a spot where I get a nice picture. I'm waiting for that to pop open. There we go. There we go. Cool. I mean, it is weird that this stuff is still in here, right? I mean, obviously people have been in here because, you know, like there's just a skull right there. Like there's leaves, like this silver thing is very, very silver. So clearly people have, someone's been here. I mean, look at this. That is pristine. And, you know, just some random rope, chopped wood. I mean, granted, that could have also just been left there. But yeah, the setup's a little too nice. I was not expecting her to, like, you know, shoulder check the door though. But yeah, the ending line here, I think, is a reference to the Poet and the Muse. The spirit may still haunt this place. Pretty sure that's what that's a reference to.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Oh, the color shift. Oh, what is that over there? Color shift is very serious. I like the blue. I prefer the blue. But before they started talking, when we were climbing up and everything, I was going to say, so far I'm enjoying the game. You know, it's simple. You know, we're in the very beginning steps. We would be a little bit further along if it wasn't for like weird, dumb issues I'm having. So we'd be past this and I'd already have been exploring. There's not what I'm going to do. There we go. Which is hut, which sign, the big tree. General store, merchandise, where we're gonna go back to. I would imagine that we automatically go back to like the parking lot and the rental cabins and stuff. However, we can explore it on our own. So just to walk around and see what random dialogue we get, because I feel like the conversation that here's the phone booth. This is very interesting. Just old and overgrown. That feels like something I would see in The Last of Us. Even though you wouldn't, because even that took place in, was it 2003 was the original one? So even then it was like, it'd be so rare to find a phone booth. But at the same time, in locations like this, you probably would still find a phone booth. It would make sense for this to be it would be more than 10 years old, but it would make sense for it to have only been like abandoned about 10 years ago, simply due to the locale where it's like, you're out in the forest and stuff, and even modern times, it's like, hey, you're far enough away from a tower. It's tough. We're like, hey, so we'll put a phone booth in. You might be screwed anyway, because how many people,
What's the Forest's favorite shape?
how many people are gonna have some quarters?
Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
See, random dialogue. We wouldn't have got
Seems
that
like
if
a
I
nice
wasn't
house so
wasting
far.
time.
Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. I'd assume that that's a dream catcher.
Kid's lunchbox?
No way. Easter eggs. Amazing.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Fascinating. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Oh, okay. Manuscript fragments. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Was not expecting that. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. More bullets, increases the magazine size by 50%. That's actually surprisingly decent for like the first upgrade. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. I only have 2 of these, so none of this is relevant. I prefer slow shots anyway, so I'm probably going to end up getting this. Increase it by 50%. That's really not bad. That's not a bad upgrade at all. Now I'm curious where that part is. Okay, there it is. That's cool. I love that though. Easter eggs. Fantastic. Alex Casey. Ah, that's so fascinating. So is he real or what? Like, I mean, the questions, it's like infinite questions with this franchise where it's like, who's real, who's not? Is, like Jesse, I'm pretty sure is real, but a lot of people have said it like, a lot of us believe Jesse's real, but her brother is fake. So is Alex Casey fake? Because there are things that, I mean, heck, even in the first game, it's interesting. I would assume those are dream catchers, even though they don't really look like the dream catchers that I'm familiar with, but But it's already been established from the first game alone that people can forget stuff. Like, the whole point of the lake was like, hey, this dude existed.
I'm getting flashbacks.
And then...
Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies trees in the forest.
Okay, I thought that was gonna go a little bit further. So I'm pretty sure that's where we just were. Right there. So we'll go up this path.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm glad I walked around. Like, there's a surprising amount of dialogue for us just to be able to kind of explore a little bit. Retrace our steps, so to speak. Since that was a little cutoff thing, I don't think we need to go. I could be wrong. You know what? We're gonna turn back. I keep doing that. We're gonna turn back. That keeps coming up too.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Okay. Also, the weapon upgrade is. Yeah, I'm like, I got 2. Like, it's like, I mean, I guess it's just showing me the number. Wild Ballet, single pot still.
Softy Casey is.
I feel like more of these are popping up as we get a little bit further, because I feel like not all. Yeah, like I feel like this stuff didn't show up before. Yeah, these definitely didn't show up because we walked right up to this picture before.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
Let's hope.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There'll be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Sounds cool when you get more and more details. I wonder if we can watch random episodes of Night Springs. That would be sick. You can like rewatch the episodes that you've already like maybe, you know, there's episodes you unlock, kind of like the original game where you just run upon a TV and it's like, hey, if you watch this episode, you can like replay it just because if you want to watch it again. That would actually be very cool. It'd be very, very cool. I keep doing it. So left side is that, right side is that. I mean, we could take the long way around. We technically haven't been there. Maybe we'll get some more dialogue too. But the game looks amazing. Ooh, poppin'. But the game still looks amazing. Oh, okay.
I have things to do, and this is not the right way.
Alrighty then. I would imagine if we go up the thing, we should be able to go around though, because that technically won't take us out. It'll just be another path forward. So maybe we can actually do this, because I'm not entirely certain that I got the other spot that it was showing me. Like maybe we did and I just don't remember what that one is, but I don't recall us actually getting whatever is over there. Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed wildlife. Leave no trace. Man, I'm gonna be excited when they add photo mode. Well, let's see what happens if we attempt to go up to the rental cabins. Completely locked, which makes a lot of sense.
I need bolt cutters.
Okay. So that's somewhere we actually do end up going later, though. I'm like, now we got all these like itty bitty winding paths. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because we were up here. Oh, it's actually a good shot. So I guess that's just what that's for. I just like, I mean, it's technically an in-game real-world map, so I guess it would just be like, hey, here's spots for pictures, and that does kind of make sense. Hey, it's that guy.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination.
Also,
ASAP.
we could have probably talking to the other guy
The coroner's not back
as well.
in town till after Deerfest.
Deerfest.
That's a week away.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, Sheriff Breaker called. Told me to tell you he's got the bookers over at the Oh Deer Diner in town. And here's a key to the gate. It's a shortcut down the hill. You know, just in case.
Grazie. Okay. Well, that worked out for sure because this is going to talk with witnesses, the bookers.
Coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's fascinating because now that we've done that.
Let's drive back.
Oh, okay. So having done that instead of like going back to the body is interesting because I'm curious what the dialogue would have been. Like, what would that guy have said? And so, like, you know, just the way he speaks and, you know, little stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's interesting because that's not really what I was expecting. And I doubt that we'll end up. I doubt there's gonna.
He's still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Hello.
The Federal Bureau of Control?
Oh.
That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for
He is
unusual cases.
floating.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
That right there. I knew I was looking at it and I'm just like my brain was telling me like this, you know what that is. I'm like FBC station. I do, but I also don't. Federal Bureau of Control. That's not what I meant to do. I'm genuinely confused now. What path? So I guess, yeah, okay, so we went through the gate. That's the way we actually went to get down. Because I was like, hold on a second. Like, where the F did we actually walk?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The Federal Bureau of Control. That's cool that it's like right off the top. They're like, all right, here you go. Notice, do not touch this station. Do not touch. This station is property of the FBC. No entry. Hello. More Easter eggs. Which are amazing.
Lunchbox again.
Cold
Who's
Casey.
leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Neat. Smooth. Oh, there's probably some super weird stuff inside of there. Cool. Very cool. Man, photo mode. Not sure I know where the F I'm going. Ooh. Bam.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I don't remember him saying anything about that. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Alright. I imagine that that is actually everything, and we can officially move on to actually hitting up the diner. I really did want to just see if there was any dialogue, you know, the usual stuff, and getting extra bits and pieces here and there. I would assume that door is still going to end up being locked, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway, because I know the random key he gave us was, you know, for the gate, but might as well give it a shot, check it out, see what happens. So far, I'm definitely... First off, it's hard not to constantly talk about the visuals. I mean, that's, at this point, it's just, you know, just simple, the forest area. It's just a simple forest area, and it's like, it looks really good. Like, all this interior stuff. Okay, no, that's still lock. Well, I know there's some upgrades in there based on
They left a lot of garbage.
the little
Not the
bit of...
fastidious type.
That is so weird. She did not say that before. And it was so bright coming out of there. Okay. Minor, itty bitty little piece, extra dialogue. Nothing special, but... Huh. Did we go down? Hold up, there might be one last little piece. Because I don't think we went down here. Because that's the tree. And then I looped around Witch's Hut. I don't remember there being a bridge next to the hut. Huh. Actually, if I just look up, will I see like the ridiculously giant tree? I'll know not to go down that exact path. But I do have to keep checking because of, well, admittedly, because it's a forest. Like everything kind of looks the same. Like it's not a ton of stuff that looks really different, unless you see an entire building that is incredibly different. Here we go. This is brand new. Oh, this is still just right by the thing. This isn't even the extra.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside.
Follow these
I should
steps.
take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Well, I'll just do it. Confused. Wash hands. Take chicken out of fridge. Take a nap. How many we got? Okay. Wow. Wash hands. Take chicken out of fridge. Take a nap. Cool. I'm glad I explored now for sure. It's crazy. This was just right over here. I didn't notice any of this when we were walking past it. Like, once again, you know, forest. It's kind of a bunch of stuff that just kind of looks the same. This also seems like a huge FBC type deal. Hello.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
I guess that makes sense.
Nice talking to you, too.
Okay, so that's cool. Very, very cool. So we got FBC buzzer, FBC station, super secret lockbox, cult stash, as they call it. I was kind of hoping it probably would have been too much to ask, especially for like literally the first part of the game. But I was really hoping, I was like, what if it was, I can't remember I'm horrible with names in general, but I was like, what if it was the one guy that did like the spoken word poetry from Control? Oh, okay. Wash your hands. wait. Whoops. Guitar. Oh, they're really living it up in here. I am
Hey there, Mr. Deer.
floating quite high.
You remind me of a dream I had.
I think she was supposed to be like kind of rubbing the neck and not like all up in the ear. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, so take a nap. So let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed. And it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. Well, as it is said, it's not a lake. It's an ocean. Alright, so it was wash hands, take the thing out of the fridge, then take a nap. Wash hands, take chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. Alright. So where's the... So the two triangles. Left and right. Up, down, two triangles. Let's see if I would get that one right, huh? This one, the feel better. No, they're this way. Total. What should I say? Okay. One up, one down, connected, inverted, and then left, right. Okay. So one up, one down. No, that's inverted. It was left and right. There we go. That one. And this was the one inverted. There we go. A trauma pad. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. That's funny. Okay. Ammo and a trauma pad. Cool. Oh, it's a Cauldron Lake mobile home, it said. Alright, what else is hiding out here? This is a surprisingly large area. That explains why there was so much dialogue. There's actually quite a bit to explore that I completely missed the first time around. Like all of this. UFOs, the ultimate guide to spot... Wait, UFOs and you. The ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought. The combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Interesting. Yet again. How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you.
Hey, Logan's birthday is coming up. I need toy ideas.
Toys.
Huh.
She's 14, Casey.
Okay.
1/6 scale figure, like immaculate.
Get her a book. Something weird and dark. Maybe that'll get her back into reading.
I was about to say, I don't think I came this way before, but it is a dead end, so I think it matters not. All right, I feel confident saying that that is everything. Maybe I think the one thing I'll do is we can go back to check the witch's hut. That kind of scared me that the camera turned so sharply. Feel crazy that I have to check this like every 2 seconds. Though I know it's funny. It's funny playing through this because I'm like, this is very fun and it's interesting to me, but I'm like, I can imagine this being kind of boring if you're watching me just go through the forest right now. So I do apologize. If you're sticking with me, I greatly appreciate it, but I can see how this would totally turn some people off. Okay, so this is just the natural. Yeah, water's too deep. But that is interesting. That oh wow, she really slid sideways there. I wonder if that goes away. I mean, considering we come back to the general store at some point. Oh, it definitely goes away because this right here is an actual building. So 100%, like all of this is scratched out right now because of the water. And then at some point later in the game, all of this is going to open back up once the water dies back down and we'll come back out here. And then we get to explore the rest of this because that's actually, you know, that's obviously the shore to Cauldron Lake. That's another little camp spot. And like I said, Witchfinder's Station. That's a place we're going to go. So that's cool. Witchfinder Station. I wonder if the like asylum is still here. The one that you kind of get trapped in. That's so weird when it does that. This is that. Oh, it's literally a bridge. It was right next to it. Right, Midge. If I ever hear the name Midge, it's either Mo from The Simpsons saying, "Yeah, how you doing, Midge?" or it's Midge from That 70s Show. Midge told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. That's when it, like, I really like you. Thanks. Ouch! Monday, I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here, like I always do. Instead of just sitting around, like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. Ooh, excuse me. It's gonna be epic. And news never seen again. But I will take those batteries. Thank you. Like a deer blind, sort of. I mean, yeah, I only say sort of because it's like, it's kind of just, it's not like hidden or anything. It's just the structure is what makes me think of a deer blind. Okay. And he also said,
There's another lunchbox.
oh. Thank goodness she said that. I was about to miss that 100%. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Huh. I was not expecting that. I thought all of those were just like simple quotes, you know, because she mentioned the movie and stuff. I thought that's all that was. They were just, I thought they were just, you know, random quotes and stuff from the movie. They kind of explain, well, who knows how old that note was, but it didn't look like it was withered away or anything. So it kind of makes sense that some random stuff around here is like pristine. Okay, so I'd say as of now, we have officially uncovered like everything there is to get. I imagine I got all the Easter eggs and all the references and everything is all said and done. I think it'll be faster to go this way. So we can officially continue on because it's been like an hour and a half and all I've done is walk around and get Easter egg stuff in the same little area. I mean, like, once again, I've enjoyed it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're probably not getting much out of me right now. That's supposed to be like a trail leading to the Easter eggs. Huh. Because I think that, or maybe down this way is where I like climbed up. Yeah.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Nope. Another one. Oh. Sick. Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. Okay. I'm gonna do something that I never do. Okay, because I'm like, I mean, it would be there if I got it. It would be there. Let's see. I feel like that's gonna like spoil some random stuff for me. But it does say that I have 4. I wish it would just show you what the F you got. That would be nice. That would actually be great. Because you would think progress, you think if it was by progress, the very first thing would be like, hey, you got it. Granted, this is all together, so I guess it's not based on 0.1% of people already have, like, it's Friday. It's Friday. How is there any percent of people that got that? Oh, you know what? It's okay. Okay. People that got the game early could 100% the game by now. Cause I'm like, how? It's Friday. I know that everybody's like, holy crap, people are platinuming Spider-Man 2, but I'm like, it's still Friday. There should be 0%. But I forgot. I forgot. Okay. That little mistake got me another Easter egg. That is cool. So if anything, the value of watching me play through is
See how Logan's doing.
They're fine, Anderson. What's got you so
is
worried?
potentially
I just feel
having
bad
found
being
all
gone
of
so
the
long.
secrets.
I've never taken a case this far from them.
They can manage without you for a few days.
Yo. Okay, so we got all the Easter eggs. We got our references to Control right off the top. The FBC is out here. They got the mini station. They got a whole segment cut off, which I'm very curious about. Like, are we gonna go anywhere with that? I highly doubt it. And that is solely based on this map. They don't even show anything going beyond this, but they're out there. And they just based off of pure conjecture, if you will, they might want to respond to her because I feel like she's someone that they'd be interested in talking with. Is my flashlight? Okay. Okay, she looks like she has her gun out, but she definitely did not. Okay. I can't believe I spent... Mr. Payne? I can't believe I just spent an hour and a half just in this one little area. Have I gone this way?
I want to walk around.
Okay, it's just Nothing. Okay. I mean, it makes it seem like you can go over there. Look at this. Wow, there is a lot of stuff to find here. This is crazy. There is wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over, with the proper gear and skills which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There's some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot, somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple, just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off of it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible, and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. So all of the other things, well, I think the kid that was like, I'm gonna go to the house, he's probably toast. I think that kid is dead. This person, definitely dead. That is unfortunate.
This is a good case so far, don't you think?
Cases aren't good or bad, Anderson. They're just cases.
Okay, sure. But you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
Okay. I do believe that should officially
I'm gonna go check something out.
be everything.
Be right back.
Got it.
Okay, that's just a shortcut. All right, cool. I think that's everything. I actually feel somewhat confident in being like, yeah, I 100%ed this entire area. Could be wrong though. I could be wrong though. So let's see how far she walks. Okay.
This is not the right way. I have a case to get back to.
All right, I would be astonished if I didn't 100% this whole area, at least this chunk of said area, because holy crap, I spent an hour and a half. I spent almost 2 hours. My timer is at an hour and 54 minutes. Granted, there's a lot of time with the camera and all that crap, but
Damn impressive.
I went through everything just now.
With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I'm gonna get some more water. I'm thirsty. Home of the annual Deer Fest. Deer Fest.
I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Time for some apple juice. Oh, delicious.
The diner's just up the
Aw, man.
waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Bright Falls, Washington. Whoa. Bright Falls, undiscovered map. This is crazy. We get to actually walk around Bright Falls. Oh, dang.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Robust conversation. Elderwood Palace Lodge, Bright Falls.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I love that they just have the communications. Ooh. Oh, there it is.
Main Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for
Ooh,
sunshine.
that is a mirror.
I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great.
Holy crap.
Tapio,
Yes.
what can we expect today? Rain. That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
More rain.
Right.
It's raining.
Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No. Well, Deerfest is coming.
Thank you, Wally.
Rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No,
Right. Well,
Okay.
another time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation National Nightmare.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I was about to say, I imagine I won't be able to hear that song. Also, I don't necessarily know if that is a copyrighted song or not, because they had that in Control as well, where they would just cut out the songs. But it was only like one actual song I think was copyrighted. Weather report, various artists. Yeah, so probably. I thought it would keep playing. I actually assumed it would just keep playing.
That concludes our
That sucks. That'd been cool if it just played while you were in here. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, okay. Well, no. I actually do need the flashlight for this junk. That's 100% going to be copyrighted. But I don't get paid off of this, so it don't really matter if I get copyright. It's not going to take any money that I don't already make, so. Oh, you can. Oh, snap. Bro, it's effing dark in here. You scared the crap out of me. Also, Death Rally. I see you, Remedy, putting your old school games in. The first game Remedy made, Death Rally. You can also find this in Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which is canon. Alan Wake. I was going to say Alan Wake. Sam Lake said that himself. So, yeah. We'll see. The Beast Within. Parallel Realities. Blood Murder Mystery. The Snake in the Tall Grass. No Alex Casey books. I should probably get away from that very copyrighted music. In fact, I'm gonna probably have to turn this bad boy off. Oh, I can't turn it off. Get away, get away, get away. Ooh, stuff to read. Reply, Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from New York City. New York City Cult, sorry. Similarities and commonalities. In methodology, part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. I'm guessing this is actually Casey's room. Yeah, multiple. It could be her room. But he's the one who wanted the coffee, so I assume this is Alex. He is, like, he got to get his stuff together. Also, I messed up. I can admit, I wish I got an Oh Dear Diner coffee mug. I did not get one. I did not get one off the Remedy store, and they're sold out. And they will not put stuff back up there, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, oh my God, please put that up there. Also, and I'll wait till we get out, because I think anyone that knows what I'm thinking about
I can't force it open.
probably knows. Oh, that's very interesting. Check that one later. It is so dark. Like, none of the lights are on. It's actually dark in here. Like, it's weird that I have to actually use my flashlight. Who are you? Who are you? Why is there just pizza here? What's the... Oh, it's cheese pizza. Okay, whatever. The kitchen.
I can't get through this.
Okay. It's interesting that there's just little things. Yeah, that's right. You better look away. Suspicious. Okay. Oh, that's neat. Didn't have to do that. They just did it. Okay. A lot of random shimmers and shiny like all of this just shininess. It's weird. It's like I'm going into a star field or something. But I think that's a part of their engine. It's kind of like that in Control as well. I'm really shocked that I can't interact with that. Okay. This in itself feels really interesting because
Rest easy, buddy.
she's got like a thing for like petting the dead deer. Whoa, camera. I'm gonna conversation. Oh, okay. Why is this dude heating up? I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna change the settings just to see what happens. No, that's I don't know if that's better or worse, really. Might technically be worse. I think it's the same. I think it's the same. Maybe there's a bit more reflections. I don't know.
Take care now.
We didn't even talk. That was very intense. Visit Bright Falls, home of annual Deer Fest. All right, here we are, showing all the locked doors and everything. That's cool. Oh Deer Diner, which is where we need to go. Whatever that is, and the sheriff's station. Oh Deer Diner, Clay's Clam House, the Elderwood Palace Lodge, Bunker Woods, Billy's Boatyard, Manor, the Wellness Center. So it is still here. That's really cool. Valhalla Nursing Home. Very nice, very nice. Ranger Station. Rangers. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I keep doing that. I feel like I'm gonna do that the whole time. Every time I want to exit out, I'm gonna do that by mistake. Wow. Like, something about this is just really cool because you can do this stuff in the original game. Like, it's a location that is so fascinating to me because I love the game so much.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
You know, shortcut key, which was specifically for Culture Link, yeah. Like, you actually get to walk around Bright Falls. Oh, what are you? Oh crap! I need to. Okay, hold up. Yes, please restart. Oh, that was super easy. Fear the dark, fear the woods. I'll take this and also this and a little bit of that. Stash found in front. Okay. In front of the lodge. We'll go with that. Bicycle. Another locked door, but she doesn't interact with that gate, which is very interesting. Also, can't believe that's all it took to get a freaking shot of her face. I just had to run towards the camera, and I could have done that a million times. Fascinating. Dude's out here taking selfies. This guy's fishing. Once again, I know I'm not really playing much of the game. I'm just exploring, but hey, this is one of those deep cut sort of deals for me. So there's going to be a whole lot of this. I just got to be upfront about that.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Where history meets hospitality. She looks like she's ready to have a conversation, but nope, just a hey. There's so many options. All right, let's talk about it.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
How much have you had? Not enough. So much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
Okay, come get percolated. So, I didn't buy the coffee.
It is sweaty in these suits.
Um,
Isn't it? Charlene,
I just had no.
comfortable as I am.
This dude's about to pass out. I like the shoes though.
Beverages you don't has anything to do
Got
with
the
it?
he straight up has Converse on.
I'm in hell. The city.
Jeez.
Change of topic, please.
I mean, he doesn't have to be. You know, won't have the swamp if you weren't swimming right now. But I did not buy the coffee. I don't really drink coffee like that. You know, I know that, you know, I don't think Sam Lake would ever watch this, but you know, I don't drink coffee. I don't know. That's probably why Alex Casey does that, because it's actually just Sam Lake just wanting coffee.
From the gift shop. Get your thermoses ready for winter. I could use a thermos right now.
Me too.
Drink too much.
Not for that reason,
Both, brother.
but I could also use a thermos. So for anyone who is not familiar with, well, you just clipped through me. Who's not familiar with Remedy merch? There's a Remedy store where you can buy Remedy merch. That's where I got this amazing Deerfest shirt. It is beautiful. It is immaculate. It is Deerfest, and I love it. So there's other stuff that you can buy. There is the coffee. You can literally buy this coffee, Bright Falls Blend coffee. Once again, I didn't buy it. I had no reason to get the coffee. The only reason I would have even thought of buying it was literally just to have the Old Deer Diner coffee. Just because I wouldn't have even drunk it. It would have just been to have it, and eventually it would have gone bad, and I would have just had like a bag of bad coffee, and I'd be like, that would have been a waste of money. Especially because I would have to pay shipping because it comes from like Finland and stuff like that. So it's like, not really worth the money, you know?
My own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deerfest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deerfest, so I don't know what to expect, really.
It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well,
That's what I used to say about E3.
I hate the holidays.
E3 was first Christmas.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I thought that I didn't realize that was Saga talking. I legit thought it was the thermos lady. But getting back on this, didn't buy the coffee. However, a very special edition thing that Remedy decided to do, they teamed up with some coffee company that's actually like in Finland, and they made the Old Deer Diner thermos. And the thing that sucks about that is they don't ship to the States, like period. They do not ship to the US. So there are a lot of us that are like, hey, this thing is coming out, and honestly, when it was first announced, my first assumption was, oh, okay, it's going to be the new item that's on the Remedy store. That was the first thing in my head. I was like, oh, it's going to be on the Remedy store. That was not the case. It is specifically by this specific company, and we can't get it here in the States. And I'm actually looking up, see if anyone's talked about it in a little bit, but I wanted this so bad. Because I was like, okay, it's just one of those things. Okay, well, someone's giving. Well, the Sudden Stop on Twitter was able to get one, and they're giving one away. But yeah, I wish I could pick one up. I love that this dude is like actually leaning in on the camera. I wish I had a photo mode because I think you can actually see into that. Like it looked like I saw like skin or something in there. But man, I wanted that Therosaur from Bird. I'm following like a very random link right now. It's the same. It's the same link. I don't think I can get it because once again, I don't think they ship to the States. Like this whole website is in another language. But I would love to get this effing thermos so bad. I was so hyped when they announced it. I was like, I'm definitely gonna buy the thermos. 100%. I was like, I'm buying the thermos. I missed out on some stuff. You know, I got my shirt. I got the hat. I got a Control shirt. the vinyl record for Control actually came from Laced Records. I don't know if it's still on sale. I don't think it's still on sale, unfortunately. But yeah, I want that thermos. I want that thermos so effing bad. And I don't even drink coffee. I just want it for the nerdy side of my life to be like, I got a big effing thermos and I love Alan Wake. It's like, it'll just sit up on one of my shelves and that'll be it. It's just meh. Alan Wake thermos. Just because. Random nerdiness. But moving on. You know, I had to talk about that because that was something that needed to truly be discussed because I want that thermos really, really bad. Where is he at? Is he in the diner? Actually, you know what? That's where...
The FBI. Welcome.
Oh, there he is right there.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee.
Hey, that's John Ashmore.
Washington's finest.
Okay. Also, phone. Looking real suspicious, like just suited up standing next to a trash can. Just saying. That's where we have to go. So I want to walk around here and hit up the sheriff's station real quick. See if there is some conversation to be had. This is so cool. I know it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, I'm like just walking around Bright Falls. Like, it's just a big open area. Granted, you technically do that in the original game, especially in the DLC, like you get to redo it, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same. It's just what I want it. Okay. Oop, wrong way. So sheriff station locked. Basically nothing else. Let's go ahead and get some random pointless dialogue then. See what she says. So, you do technically get to walk around, like, you know, the church is there, all that good stuff.
This is not the way.
Ooh. This is not the way. I think I have a button for that. I do have a button, but I don't have any of my sounds because I'm on my rig, so I had to like redo all of my sound effects. So some of these I just left off.
We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Reminder, all entrants for Deerfest annual deer hunt competition need to register by the 15th. Okay, just by the 15th. Okay. 81st Deerfest. 81 years of Deerfest. Mayor Setter won't... Oh, okay.
Mayor Setter won't roll over on the issues.
Cool. Can I hit this buzzer? I cannot. That's also new. They definitely didn't have that gate last time. Granted, that was 13 years ago.
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They went nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
Speed limit is 20. That is interesting. That's not something you see. I don't know why I'm even bothering to explain this, but it's a random thing as far as like, you know, speed limit laws. You don't see 20 very often. It's normally when it comes like residential areas and stuff like that, it's normally 25. Granted, any place can make whatever they want. It's just you don't actually see 20. So that's interesting. That's also interesting. They just have a spot like on Main Street,
Anderson.
and it's just torn down, or not torn down, but like boarded up. Photo mode.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Grand reopening. The Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We're sure you'll find this placement for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park.
Tweet,
sweet, my sweets. Heard any good news lately?
Now, why'd you go and do that?
My bad.
Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
She has a bird shirt. Well, no, those are flowers. They look like birds. The brown spots look like birds. It's not a bird shirt. I was very incorrect.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting,
And they end in the end. They end.
What the fuck?
I know that has that little
How have you been?
random thing at the end there, but that's a what the fuck moment.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's correct. My efforts are being rewarded in abundance.
How lovely. I'm proud of you.
As am I of you.
They're literally wearing the exact same clothes. I was moving around because I was looking because she has the little circle on her pants, and I was like, let me see. Exactly the same. That was weird. I like that, but it was weird.
The moon and the sun and the circles they run.
The light of the stars, the sky where they fly.
Down below we flow, below we flow.
They should both be arrested right now because that's too weird to let go. It's just an old dude with his eyes closed. Okay. You just sleep it. How do you sleep there? That's so uncomfortable. Granted, I can sleep just about anywhere. If I'm tired, I will sleep. I could fall asleep at a concert if I was tired enough. If I truly wanted to, I could make it happen. Is he reading? I wish you could duck. Obviously, the book looks like it's upside. Is this book upside down? What the what is happening right now? Why is okay? We're gonna leave. We're gonna go to the diner. That's this whole little spot is freaking me out. Like, this dude's reading an upside down book. She was talking to the birds. I don't even want to touch that. I mean, the old guy's just sleeping, but you know, we're just let's go ahead. Can we close this gate on them? Let's just do that. We're gonna leave them in there. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see if there's dialogue over here. Nope. All right. Oh, pretty neat. Go ahead and just touch real quick. Just there we go. We'll just leave them all there.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Cool. I know I said we were going to the diner, but they look like they could have some dialogue.
Garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
They just put whatever dialogue they want. Like, it's just funny. Just like, why is this guy saying that? Kids of all ages can celebrate the Deer Fest. Celebrate Deer Fest at the Happy Harvest, located at Tamisto Farms, just a 10-minute drive out of town. Ooh, what does that say? Due to concern over last year's incident, adults are asked to not bring alcohol to this event. Don't get sloshed.
Pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty.
Pretty good. Construction, huh? Someone's cutting grass. That is like one of my least favorite sounds on earth.
I need to go back. Got a case to solve.
I don't know if you guys heard that because I wasn't really reading, but she said jaywalking, the bane of my existence, which is hilarious. Ask about our small business loan. Lost your credit card? We can help. Hello. This place is boarded up too. Bank of Bright Falls. Like, we are in the town square. I know it's like a kind of small town sort of deal. It's one of the things I do wonder, like, where do the people actually live? I mean, obviously, like, that's a straight up house. Someone lives here, like, in the city. That looks like a house back there. I think these are kind of like the normal setups where it's like, you know, you have your store underneath, but you live right above it. And I think it may have been the tool store. It's been so long, obviously it's been forever since I played, so like the little bits and pieces of like where you go in and out when you go through like the city portion where you're going around the buildings, I don't remember all of that stuff. Great deals for first-time home buyers. They use, like, you know, the stock pictures and everything. Yeah, playing through this, I'm gonna be so mad that I didn't get the
But not this town. Not as long as I'm here guarding the streets, keeping them safe, keeping them clean.
Trash does not belong in your lives, nor does it belong on the streets, people.
I too would like him. Fascinating. Like, obviously we got some homes here. Well, I guess this is where all the most of the homes are if we went further down, but obviously we can't, so officially I'll stop wasting your time.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as
the last drop.
But you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's...
I love how they're both looking at me.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If I could just... Wait. Dang!
Anderson, we'll be here.
No, I had it. I had my chance. No. Oh my god, I had my chance. I was so close. It was right there. I thought I had all the time in the world. And then it slipped through my fingers. Pain. Pain. Absolute pain. Oh dear diner, Bright Falls.
That happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
The big buck, $8.99.
Hey, how's it going?
The seat of the gods. What in the world? Don't touch.
Can't dwell on it too much.
The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song we played over and over again. That's funny. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Fair enough. They knew everybody was going to do it. They just cut that bad boy off.
Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Ooh, never got to come in this room. What the F is up with these deer? In the back room, really?
I feel bad for these guys.
This is clearly a trophy. There's also another set of antlers just right up there. In the back storage is wild. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Been a long time since we've been back here. Long time. Uh-oh, did you forget to wash your hands? Turn on the faucet. Not too hot. Ooh, I'm trying to read this. Apply soap to your hands. Don't be stingy. Rub-a-dub-dub. At least 20 seconds. Wipe your hands until they are nice and dry. Keep the hands clean. It's good hygiene. Don't forget, you can do it. Okay. Don't know why I looked in the bathroom like that, but hey.
Doesn't budge.
You gave me the option to walk around. I'm going to walk around the whole effing city. I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to do what I can. Let's talk.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
I wonder if they played an important part of the story now.
So what did you see in the woods?
Because it could just be random, but it's like, oh, well, you're
Naked dude came out of the lake.
doubling up on the writing thing, searching after Alan Wake.
Crazy. Shouting weird shit at us.
Makes me wonder.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting.
I'm looking into the thermos stuff, by the way.
Cult of the tree. Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found it.
Well, hold on now. See? Huh?
Terrifying.
FBC might want to get a hold of Saga. It's like, oh, okay. That's what you're doing, huh? Let me check some stuff real fast.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
So it's not just a over-the-shoulder deal. It's
The Bookers were at Cauldron
it's not a
Lake.
demon on her shoulder. It's like she's mind reading.
This was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
I like how calm and creepy it is, where it's just bland.
No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
You're free to go.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Is my flash? I didn't realize I had the flashlight out like the whole time.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case you have any more
Rose.
questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Fascinating.
Are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do.
The plot thickens.
Horrible thing happened to my baby girl.
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Alan Wake stuff.
I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories.
Her even talking the way that she's talking doesn't make any sense. I mean, people do talk like that every once in a while, but
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rose is cute, but now she did all that, and I'm like, well, that's weird. That's not a way that's like, you don't just. That's weird. Hilarious. That's hilarious. But see, photo mode. I would have got a picture of that, but it's okay. So yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. Bam. So I can even zoom in. Check it out. There we go. What the F though? Cause that was interesting. Very interesting.
9 remaining.
Okay. Okay. Feel like it's getting weirder. It's definitely getting weirder. Okay, so Senator for Mayor will have like all of the campaign slogans and stuff. Yeah. Definitely getting weirder. Sam and Angle's body go to the sheriff's station.
So Rose, help me.
Oh man.
How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Huh.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Her face looked like it just cut to like super calm.
We're getting some more new folks in town, I see.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier.
Man, I wish our whole body didn't turn so I could take more pictures. Huh.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Yeah, let's definitely talk about that.
Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Just running things through my head.
Hey, boss.
Just constantly wondering who the F is real.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day. Agent?
Yeah. Huh.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
I'm fairly certain I've seen that picture before. Oh man. They already got me questioning stuff. Hey.
I'm a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. We've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season.
Also, oh, that's why you can't touch it. It's
A bear. Help.
this is amazing. Oh, sweet.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Elmo Koskela. restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Coscola Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. Yes, old Cutter. Oh, you think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters.
This is amazing.
Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
That's what the bird was for too. Even the bird has a thermos.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Just throw it in my face. Just throw it in my face. That was great though. I loved it.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Man, there are really small towns like that, though. The coroner rotates between towns.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Bolt cutters. I had to talk to that tour guide. What? Oh, the necklace. Actually, can I? I can. I cannot. I was gonna say, can I examine stuff? Which, almost ironic, you can't examine stuff.
It doesn't budge.
Oh, it is so dark everywhere. It's just dark. Turn some lights on.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Venus.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Gross.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here.
Crazy.
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Like a print. Like a stamp.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
To the case files. Thought it was gonna like put me at the board instead of having to walk over to it, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out there can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Huh. I gotta be honest, that just really shocked me that was, or that this is a part of an actual case file. I just thought that they were just there. Huh. What do they mean? Who left this? The writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? I think this is supposed to say they, but it says the. Typo. I love finding those. The note inside mentions making knitting just for me. How do they know I knit? Or maybe just a coincidence. The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? You know, I kind of needed to hear this. Thanks, Lunchbox Writer. I would assume that that's the one that said, the good day, bad day thing. Okay. I really wasn't expecting that to be an actual case. Case
We're dealing with
closed.
an organized group of killers.
The cult of the
Not
tree.
a lone serial killer.
Case closed.
The cult of
cool.
the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
That is so interesting. Not a lone killer, but an organized group, the cult of the tree. This case just got much more interesting. I should open a new file, start fresh. Oh, this is really interesting. So, excuse me. I wasn't expecting us to actually like go backwards and do stuff like this where it's like, hey, the case is closed. Obviously, I was not expecting in any way, shape, or form the lunchboxes to end up being a thing. And then also the cult stashes
These stashes could
are
contain
also their own case with actual dialogue. So Bright Falls area. What? No.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? Oh, it's because it's not the cult one. Got it. I mean, lockbox of cult supplies, some useful things in there. Who's to truly say that was a cult stash? Who's to say? Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. Oh, okay. The cult of the
I need
tree.
to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Man, that stuff is shimmering in the background. Oh, wait, hold up.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I'm kind of just at the point where I'm like, man. It's like, I'm just kind of like guessing. I'm like, I don't. This stuff would really go. Some are more simple than others. Logical supplies that on the table. Oh man. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride? What's the purpose? Marking territory? A warning? It feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Oh, if they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connections to Deerfest? This is a lot of equipment just laying around. How long have they been out here?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Like, it's crazy what's a new case and then what just adds to the next case. So, I didn't actually mean to do that. I meant to just pick the thing.
Think.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
That's it. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Fascinating.
There's something in his chest. Did the killers leave it
Hmm.
there?
Zoom in and read this. Cause of bloating unknown, strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest. Cause of death. Chest trauma is a clear cause of death. Ritual writing. Tattoos on body and heart. How did killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Chest cavity. All right. So you've been standing there for 15 minutes. What are you doing? Penis. Actually, you know what? I'm super curious. Since we're actually here, this is probably like the one time this is going to even make a difference. Although I don't remember whether if that was. Oh, it can only be changed in the main menu. Ah, well. Because I'm not doing it now. I'm curious how often that'll come up, though. The fact that there is a flat-out nudity censor, it's going to be more than this guy. Oh, another page. She did not just touch that without gloves.
Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about it.
I think this is gonna happen later.
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
The writings of Alan Wake. The darkness.
No, wait.
Sheriff?
Wow, they're doing callback. Okay. Okie dokie. So he just got blinked. This dude is brought back to life. He's asking for the clicker, by the way, which is not what I expected to have happen. Like, holy crap. He said, bring me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I guess it's shooting time.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Huh. Hemingway brought you here. Oh, you can't do the thing yet.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Out of my house. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Gotta move. Now.
Like, to where though? Because he tossed the gun. Uh-oh. Where did the gun go? Because... Whoop. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought her head was gone for a second. Oh, he's just walking. Oh, man. Coffee thermos.
Vanished.
Ooh. Chills. And it only took me about 2 hours to beat the first effing chapter of the game. 2.5 hours. Wow. Oh, they're doing the music at the end. I don't know if something's gonna show up. It seems like it might come into focus. Oh, there it is. I know I shouldn't play this because I know for sure. I know for sure. We gotta skip it because that's 100% copyright on me.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Is it weird to hear him talk like a normal person?
Right before things got crazy,
Oh
Sheriff
man,
Baker just
like
vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
okay,
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming.
yeah, like he knew.
Mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
Whoa.
He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness.
Purgatory
soaking into
between.
everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga, didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable.
I feel like
Flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted.
Get out of my house!
A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. The victim was one of their own. FBI special.
Didn't know this was an option, so we might as well actually listen to the full experience readings.
Now he had suddenly turned up.
Plus, you get extra dialogue too.
In a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down.
That was missing when he said
terrifying depths.
that they had found.
Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept?
I actually had an owl look at me just like that when I was in Japan.
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Had me a little bit concerned. That was a big owl. The Owl Cafe. Very nice. They also had a snow owl that looked like Hedwig from Harry Potter. Snow owls are beautiful. They're so pretty. Alright, let's figure out where Nightingale went. We got the manuscript pages. We got television. Adventure tours. Yeah, oh yeah. We're definitely, next time we find one, we're just gonna cut it and come right here so we can watch it bigger. I was thinking about doing that too, and I was like, I just didn't do it. But I was definitely thinking like, oh, let's see if I can just watch it on the TV. It's a bigger TV. Oh. Normally the door, oh, there's a couple things. Okay, hold on. Do this. Do. Casey, the cult of the tree is performing rituals on creatures. Ritual. What is it? I don't have an explanation for this. How are they doing this? What the hell is going on here? Victim's body and organs covered in writing. Page found inside the chest. Okay. Writing part of ritual. Text tattooed on the victims. Manuscript page found inside. Writing has some significance here. Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster. Where do you go? Nope. Victim of cult killing became a monster. Oh, well. Not how I thought, but okay. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Need to dig into this. There must be an explanation.
Nah.
I'm a little too stupid for this one. Only victim to become a monster. I doubt it'll be a third one because it would have to go up. Yeah, that's what I figured. What is the ritual? Okay. Nightingale only victim to become a monster. His murder matched the other victims. Why didn't they become monsters too? If you're stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mind place. I think I've been calling it the Mind Palace this whole time, or I've been reading it as that. Alright, we gotta find out where Nightingale went. I don't think I have anything else I was here to figure out. Oh, well, that's just radio. Wait, is it? Oh, that's music. Okay. Alright. I think that's a good spot for me to end it, despite the fact that I admittedly spent a ridiculous amount of time kind of just effing around. And well, I wasn't effing around. I was finding stuff. I found like a ridiculous amount of things. I think I did a good job. Probably not the most fun thing to watch ever, but I'd say I did a really good job. I found a bunch of stuff. Got some Code Veronica in here. Fantastic though. I'm definitely loving it so far. Obviously, we haven't even seen Alan Wake. I mean, honestly, I did so much just walking around that I think after this, it will be more akin to just naturally playing through the game and not just walking around and exploring every single nook and cranny of everything. But I definitely enjoy it so far. First off, the visuals are crazy. Absolutely phenomenal. Minus the super crazy, like the Shining issues and stuff. Aside from that though, absolutely amazing. I think I'm super curious, like 100%. The ending, like going from the diner up to, you know, the ending where we are now, definitely crazy, because it started off with Rose and it was like, okay, so, you know, just with everything being the way that it is, starting from Alan Wake, even, you know, at this point you have to include Control because it's all within the same world, things being supernatural and people that do exist and don't exist that get split in half. Things like, you know, what comes first? Is it the clicker? How is the clicker existing at the end of Alan Wake 1, but it was something that was made before him, but it was also something he had as a kid, and it's just like, how the F was this here when he didn't even exist when it was put in the box? I cannot think of the dude's name for the life of me right now, which is driving me nuts, but the guy who is like the poet from the Poet and the Muse song, can't think of his name for the life of me right now. But like it was, you know, all those questions like, well, how is this here? And I had this thing as a kid, but it didn't exist. And then this dude used to exist, but people thought he was an urban legend, but he totally existed. Then he wrote himself out of existence, sort of, but some people remember, some people don't. The cult of the tree is an urban legend, but obviously is real. Rose's daughter died somehow, or Saga's daughter died somehow, but Rose knows her, but Saga doesn't remember. And Saga has apparently been to Cauldron Lake before. She's been at least to Bright Falls. So many questions just right off the top where I'm like, I don't know what the F that means. And then somehow the sheriff is looking through and he's like, wait a minute, hold on a second, like, please don't. But he knew that was about to happen. He sensed it, and it was almost like something unlocked once he grabbed a hold of the pages and was about to help us out. So I don't know what to expect. I'm very excited going forward. The mystery is 100% there. I made it slower than ever because I took 100 million years just walking around and looking at everything. But hey, the traversal speed was the traversal speed. What can I say? But I am happy that I looked around. There was so much more to find in the Cauldron Lake section in general than what I expected when actually going through. Like, there were so many nooks and crannies to go through and all those different things to find. So I was happy I did it because it was just cool to do. Also, once again, going through the Mind Place, I think that's a cool feature, much cooler than I thought. And you actually do have to, it is a little bit puzzle based, where it's like this does have to match what you're trying to put it at. You can't just, you know, hit X and then poof, it goes up on the board. You actually have to match it up. I doubt that'll be insanely impossible. Like at this point, it's, you know, having 3 or 4 options is where we are. I wouldn't be surprised if it does get to a point where it like spans the entire wall and stuff, and then it's like, all right, let me see if this thing is about a marking on the foot, does that go to this thing, or is it because it's based on the foot it goes here? Is it based on the writing it goes there? Is it based on where I found it goes here? I'm sure all those puzzle pieces are gonna come into play, and it'll be a little bit tougher down the line. But for now, I like that idea. I like the concept of how it's being treated. I like the mystery surrounding it, where like every little thing's a case file, like even having the cases, and then I shouldn't say dialogue, but like the text that you get from putting everything up on the board changes, so it's extra stuff to read, which I personally like. You know, for some people probably won't make much of a difference, but for me it's like, oh, I like the fact that it's Saga will straight up say something and it's like, okay, well this thing is this, and then when she puts it up and all the pieces are there, you would look at the text and it's different text than what she might comment on or something like that, or even what's, you know, on the actual picture, it'll be different information there. So it's like, oh, that's cool. You just get to read, you know, little stuff and there's the different ways of it, how certain things can be said. I'm sure the weird people in the park, I don't think that was random. A dude was reading a book upside down. The lady was talking to the birds. The 2 women were basically like weird pseudo clones. They were wearing the exact same outfit, and then they were talking together and like in unison, and that was super weird and creepy. So I don't know. It's Bright Falls. Everybody can be weird. So who's to say what happens? But I'm gonna get to chapter 2. I mean, it's midnight, so technically I'll be getting to it tomorrow. I'm actually going to be celebrating my daughter's birthday, so that'll be a nice non-mysterious thing. That'll just be happy fun times and not weird whatever is going on in Alan Wake. So after all the celebration and stuff, I will be back to streaming, and we'll see what ends up happening. We're going to track down Nightingale, see what goes on with that, see what happens with who is who and what is real, what's not real. We of course haven't gotten to actually playing as Alan. I think that'll end up being the end of chapter 2. And that'll be the cutscene that's from like one of the early trailers where like they're talking to each other. I think that might actually be super early on, and maybe his portions potentially are flashbacks of him in the dark place. That would be really interesting. I'd love to see that. Still unfortunate about the photo mode thing. I was really hoping, I was so excited for photo mode, specifically for the dark place, because it's kind of modeled after New York. That was the thing I was looking forward to the most. So that I would say is my biggest disappointment so far. And even that's just like, well, it's an extra mode. I'm gonna enjoy the game no matter what, and then once I go through it, I'll just kind of go through it again. And I believe, yeah, it's all chapter based, so once I beat the game, I can pick any chapter and it'll be like, all right, well, I want to go to this area. I just pick that level, you know, basically. So once I beat the game, if there's anything where I'm like, okay, I gotta come back here, I can do that at any point. As soon as they add photo mode, it's like, well, I'm just gonna jump straight to this thing and then I'm good to go anyway. But I'm definitely looking forward to what we end up getting here out of this game. It's been 13 years, and obviously I haven't looked into any of the reviews. All I've seen is just the little stuff that's popped up, and everyone's just been like, yeah, this is it. So that makes me really happy to hear from other people. I'm sure I'm gonna love it, because I'm gonna be gathering at least half the references I'll understand. Like I said, you know, little stuff where it's like, oh, you know, the drawing of the witch was like, well, that kind of looked like the woman from the first game. That's sort of what she looked like. Doing the stuff where it's like, you know, sometimes you can the spirit or whatever, that being a reference to the Poet and the Muse song. We haven't even met the old gods. I know they're in here somewhere. Where's Barry? I hope Barry's in here. I know he's gonna be in here somewhere, some way, shape, or form. Barry's gonna be in there. And as far as real world stuff, I really do want that thermos. I missed out on getting the mug. I don't get mugs like that, but it's, you know, it's Alan Wake, like Alan Wake, and they came out with merch for Alan Wake after 13 years. That's insane to think about, because I'm pretty sure most of that stuff came out this year. Maybe it came out last year. Maybe that's when the merch officially kicked up. But it was like, man, Alan Wake has never had merch outside of just getting Alan Wake the game, you know, getting strategy guides and stuff. Alan Wake does not have merch. Remedy in general just never really put out merch. So when that store first came out, I was so happy. But I am mad I missed some of that stuff, and I really hope they do some re-releases, especially now that the game is officially out. I actually do want to get, they had a Bright Falls sweatshirt, and it was just like a beige sweatshirt, and it just said Bright Falls on it. And I was like, that was actually one of the things that I wanted. It was like one of the more expensive ones, and I was like, I'll save up to get that at some point. But I got the things where I was like, I have to get this, or this. So I got the shirt, I got my control stuff. I did miss out on getting the Alan Wake shirt where it says it's not a lake, it's not a cauldron, it's a lake. I do wish I got that shirt because that was a good one. But yeah, Alan Wake 2 is officially here. So far I'm having a good time with it, even though I've hardly even remotely touched the surface of this game. Like, I literally just shot my gun for the first time after 2.5 hours, which I'm very curious how many people can say that it took them that long to get to that point, because I'm sure not as many people were walking around exploring every nook and cranny of that first section like I was. And it's crazy that I didn't really, I mean, obviously there's some spots where, you know, we looped around, but for the most part it was just like, okay, you know, a couple of small pieces here and there that I was like, oh, I backtrack here. But for the most part, it was like we were finding new spots, even if it was an extension of something I did see earlier. But took a minute, and granted, I did get to walk around Bright Falls, and I didn't have to do that. I could have just done the story. That was definitely me. That was probably what, like 30-40 minutes of me just walking around Bright Falls, but I can't help it. That's kind of just what the experience is going to be like for this game, and it just has to be. It's like, man, Alan Wake is just, that's just how it is for me. So being able to just walk around areas, go back to them after all this time and see them in new ways, see the updates to them in every regard, you know, graphically, timeline wise, because it's 13 years later. So, you know, there's a lot to it, but I'm definitely happy that we are here. Of course, thanks for checking this out. I know this was a long one, and I mean, it's, you know, I always play in giant chunks, but it was a long one, but also one that just was different than what I was expecting it to be, because just the way things were kind of kicking off. But I had a great time with it, and I'm definitely excited to get more into it. As far as, well, I have no idea how many chapters there are, but obviously chapter 2, so on and so forth, and definitely getting to the dark place, finding out all the canonical stuff as far as what the F has happened. It's been 13 years. What's the deal with Alan Wake's American Nightmare? Because Sam Lake said that it was canon, and that is my biggest question right now, because we were led to believe that Alan got out. And so if Alan didn't get out at the end of Alan Wake's American Nightmare, that means Mr. Scratch got out. So Mr. Scratch has just been strolling and living life, living large for like 13 years, basically, because that's the only option. Somebody got out, and we thought it was Alan Wake, and we thought that was the end of his story. He's free, like he's free. And then it was like, no, Alan's been in the dark place this whole time. And there's been some trailer stuff where it's like he doesn't know where Mr. Scratch is, and like there's been some stuff that I've seen, and I could be misinterpreting it. Obviously I have to play the game, but current theory, Mr. Scratch just been, you know, living large and in charge out in the real world. He's, you know, friends with Barry, or maybe he pissed Barry off. Who the F knows? Where's Barry? But I'm looking forward to some answers. The stuff with the sheriff, the stuff with Rose and Saga, just, I mean, they, boom, a million questions. How does this work? Who's real? Who's not real? It's a viable question to ask. That's insane. There are not many games, there are not many stories, period, where you're just like, is that person real? Is that, like, who made, like, does this person really exist? Like, is Alex Casey real? You know, like, they're just is all I got. Like Nightingale was talking about, like, Hemingway brought you here. That's what he always did for Alan. He would always call them different, you know, author names. And so it's like, well, he's saying that he brought her there. So what's the effing deal? Like, it's so hard to tell. Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it, because I'm like, I already thought Alex Casey might be fake, so it doesn't help to be like, oh, well, there's a second person that's like, oh yeah, like, I need, you know, gift ideas for your daughter. It's like, well, that doesn't help, because Alex Casey could be completely fake. I already thought that from the beginning, and now it's like, oh, well, Saga, you were here before, and it's such a shame your daughter drowned. It was so sad. It's like, man, mysteries. But I'm excited for all the answers. I'm excited for everything about this game. I can't wait to get some more answers. But thank you guys for joining me. Of course, if you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you guys have any theories, I would love to hear them. Obviously, we're just starting chapter 2. I just hit Lady Demetrice.
Ouch!
Exactly. But I would love to know what you guys thought about this. Thanks for watching.